Hello crafters, welcome to the final video of my Halloween in August series. Please head over and watch the other crafters, the fellow crafters and creators here on YouTube. We have Angie from AB Designs, we have Tony from Kate's Crafty Closet, and we have Donna from Craft Some More with Donna Jackson. I'll have a playlist link below. You can go back and watch all the videos if you choose to. But this is the final week of the Halloween in August, and I'm going to be making a sign. Now this sign that you see in front of you was a purchase for quite a few, probably about a couple of years ago. They went down to 25 pence in Poundland, and I snapped up a couple because I knew I could do something with them down the line. So I'm going to use that. I'm also going to be using some of my wooden letters that I get from the works. I will have them linked below if they're still available. Not an affiliate link or anything, just if you want them you can get them from there. And I keep them in these little storage tubs. These were from Poundland, but I haven't seen them in Poundland for about a year. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out this sign. So pop this out. It was just in there with some staples. I will take the staples out. We're going to take off this jute hanger because it is not required. So take that off. I will do some treatment on the frame, so we'll go back to that. But first of all, I need to take out these staples here. So let's take those out. I'm just using my craft desk to push them upwards, and I'm just taking them out with my hands, but do whatever is easiest for you. Okay, so let's get rid of those staples. Okay, so the next thing to do is to paint this with my black gesso, and then I'm going to paint my letters. Now I wanted spooky, but I've run out of S's, and I think I ran out of P's as well. So I'm going to do Boo and Ghoul. So I'm going to paint my letters using my white gesso. So I will get on and do that, and then we will come back. So let's do this. The sign. So I'm just using my black gesso. I'm going to give it a couple of coats of that. Okay, so a couple of coats of this, and I do really like this this gesso. I'll just tilt it upwards so you can see it. So I'm going to give this a couple of coats, making sure that it covers all of the previous design. And I will use the white version on the You don't have to use wooden letters, you could use stickers if you have them. I will have these linked below, and of course you don't have to have the same frame that I'm using. You could pick a cheap one up from a charity store, or you might have one in your stash. You might have some of the old Poundland signs that you could just turn over and use the back of that. You could buy a cheap frame from Poundland. So you don't have to have exactly the same items as I'm using, but this is just a reference guide and inspiration. So I shall give these a couple of coats, and then we'll move back onto the frame itself. Okay, for the frame itself, I'm going to be using the black and the white gesso. I'm just going to do some dry brushing, and obviously on the insides. I don't have a great deal on my paintbrush, but that will be enough, making sure to get the outside edges as well as the inside edges. Let's go over to the white. do the same thing with the dry brushing. Now this is kind of a layered thing. You know, sometimes I get it right, then I put, you know, too much black on or too much white on. So it takes me a while to get it just the way I want it. So that's the frame done and the inner. So now I'm just going to put it back in, and I'm not going to use hot glue, I'm going to use staples. So I'm just going to use my staple gun, and the staples I use are about 16mm. If I can find my little box of staples, I'll give you a size. I don't know where it is. They're about 16mm, but you know, you could glue it on by all means. Do I have any staples in here? Oh, I need to find my staple because I have none in there. Where are you, staples? Found them. Right, so actually they're 8mm. So I'm going to put some of these in. Staple this back in. Just doing the corners. And if anything doesn't go in properly, I'm just going to so I'm spelling Boo and Ghoul. And I'm simply going to attach them using my art glitter glue. So I need to make sure that I put the ampersand in first so I can get the middle correct. And you could definitely measure this, but I'm going to eyeball it. So Bool and Ghoul. Ghoul. Now you could definitely do it so the letters are all higgledy-piggledy, but that's not me. So I will do mine so they're all neat and tidy. So the zero, so it's the O's, okay, right, so it's the O's that I need to line up with the ampersand. You could use wet, hot glue if you wanted. Sometimes I think, if you've got just a standard nozzle, you get too much glue, then it oozes over the top, and I don't want that. I don't want that to be seen. Okay, so I need to let that dry for a while because I'm going to do one more thing with it, and that is cover the whole sign, the back area of the sign, this bit, in some iridescent glitter glue. Now I will show you what it looks like on the one I've done already. So this is my trick or treat version. I think I need to add a bit more white to my surround. I don't mind them being too different. And as you can see, I've just added loads of the glitter glue to give it that kind of holiday sparkle. So I will do that, and then in the pictures you'll see them both all sparkly. Thank you very much for joining me today, crafters. Head over and catch the other lovely creators and their videos today, and you'll see me again very soon. Stay well and stay safe, everyone. Bye now.